Is this heaven?
No, it's a podcast. Welcome to the Field of Geeks podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 170 of the Field Geeks podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
I'm Megan.
I'm Steve.
I'm confused. How's it going, guys?
Apparently I am too.
Oh, it's going good.
Good. Excellent. Well, yeah, I'm happy to have Bill on as a guest. 515 Gaming. You need to check that out, everybody. We'll talk more about that. But yeah, it's a big gaming channel he's a part of, and yeah, always
515 Gaming.
There you go. I'll put an echo on that. Badass.
Can I use that soundbite for my intro?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Sweet. I'll get the contract ready. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't take cash. It's cheap. I just take like French fries, maybe a bottle of Wesson oil.
Oh, okay.
That sounds so good. French fries.
Yeah.
I'll do some work for fries.
I'll get you a BTS meal from McDonald's.
Real quick, what the hell is that? My kids.
515 Gaming.
Oh, gaming. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, what the hell is a BTS? I know that it's a band, right? But what's the deal?
Yeah, it's a K-pop band. So I don't know. It's probably the burger's probably made out of dog, and I don't know.
I thought it stood for Big Tit Sandwich, but what do I know? I don't.
Oh,
Kids have so many questions.
Oh, it's like the Hooters burger back in the day. More than a mouthful.
There you go. Well, that sounds like a recommendation, Steve. As we're talking recommendations, anybody have anything they'd like to talk about?
Yeah, the More Than a Mouthful at 515 Gaming.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
I mean, I'm not overly impressed with that opening, but it is what it is.
That's okay.
Kleenex.
So, Steve, you got something to talk about, right?
I guess. We just, my wife and I went and did a party of Letterkenny, the TV series, really late. Started, it looks like, in 2015. They're filming their 10th season. We just started season 4, so, I mean, we're not even halfway through it. But
wow.
The show's just hilarious. I've had people tell me for a couple of years, you have to watch Letterkenny, man. It's really funny. And every time someone does that, I just don't watch it out of principle because I don't like to be bothered or talked to. But so I actually watched this, and man, just even after the first episode, I was drawn in. So it's a really great show. So if you're one of the few that haven't checked it out yet, check it out. It's a really good.
What's the premise
show.
of it?
So the premise is it's a bunch of guys from Canada who kind of live up in this small town in Ontario, and they have it focuses around what they call hicks, like farmer types.
Yeah.
Degens, which are like your kind of stoner type, goth type guys, and then hockey players, and they all kind of hate each other. And as I explain it and describe it, it doesn't sound interesting at all. But I mean, if you watch it, it's really, really hilarious. Good casting, great writing, and it's a lot of fun.
The cast, is it well-known people or just kind of character actors?
So I don't think that they're well known. Some of these guys have done a lot of. I mean, they're all from Canada, so I mean, if you've seen Supernatural or things like that where they filmed in Canada, you've seen a couple of these people maybe on some bit spots here and there. One, if you've ever heard of the show Winona Earp.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, the star of that show, she's in the show as one of the characters' wives. And then Jared Kiso, he's the one who kind of developed and wrote it. with a buddy of his, and yeah, I mean, in an interview he said, it's basically like half of his life and half of things that happened, that he saw growing up. So
Sure.
yeah, so I mean, of course, I'm sure they, I wouldn't look at it as a biographical piece. They really, they go crazy with it, but it's a lot of fun, man. It's just a hilarious show, and it's not life changing by any means, but it's very funny.
It's good times, yeah. Where can people see that on? What streaming platform?
It's a Hulu original.
Oh, so, excellent.
Yeah, if you check it out on Hulu, it's there. It started as a web series on YouTube called Letterkenny Problems.
Nice.
And I don't know if those are still out there or not. I've just seen the Hulu piece. I haven't seen the old stuff. So
great. Well, thanks, Steve.
Yeah, check it out.
Something else for me to watch. Jesus, there's so much. Oh my God. I mean, it's good. It's a good problem, right? But it's like the time. Right. It's like, yeah, I'll probably be late to the party. By the time they have their 10-year reunion, I'll be watching it.
Yeah, right.
I mean, well, you're not alone because Steve is obviously late to the party.
Quiet.
Another 515 gaming plug, Steve.
515 gaming, not late to the party.
There you go.
Nice,
very nice.
All right.
Well, trailers, everyone. 3 trailers that caught my eye, at least. I'd like to talk about Werewolves Within. What'd you guys think of this?
Who's directing that? Because it reminds me of the what do they call themselves? The Conan brothers. I get that. Who am I talking about?
Oh yeah, Coen brothers.
Thank you, the Coen brothers. Jesus. I get that vibe off of that. Like, it seems, I don't think they directed it or had anything to do with it, but I get that feel. It just reminds me of a movie that they would do.
Sure. Yeah, it's very. To me, it's Edgar Wright feeling anyway. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Shaun of the Dead. There's a mix of seriousness and a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
And even violence, like a lot of gory violence with jokes. But yeah, I got a kick out of it. It looks like a fun little movie. There's you have Sam Richardson from Veep, if you've seen that show, and then Melania Van Trop. She did those AT&T commercials. She's also a stand-up comedian. And there's a slew of other actors I've seen throughout other shows, but it looks fun. It has like a Thing vibe to it, there's a point where they're all in the same house and someone's bitten. It's a guessing game, like who's the werewolf amongst us. So, hence the title, I guess.
I kind of got the Edgar Wright vibe from it as well. It kind of reminds me of what's that other one they did? Hot Fuzz.
Yes.
Or something like that.
Where
he's kind of like a
yes,
kind of like a guy comes to this town and all this weird stuff's happening. Like, oh, it's just a Tuesday. Don't worry about
it. Yeah, I love that stuff. Yeah. What about you, Stevie? Will this be one you see?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of good anything out, and of the 3 trailers, this was the only one that really looked interesting to me.
Really? Yeah. Yeah, it's actually based off a video game. So, and
yeah.
Bill, you said what company was the video game produced by, and who's working with this film?
It's Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
So they do like
Ghost Recon
and Ghost Recon. Yeah.
Nice.
Like that. I'm just hoping that they don't. They do a lot of stuff with like random generation and loot boxes and stuff like that. So I'm hoping we don't have to pay to see the last half of it or something like that.
To be continued.
Buy this pack and you'll get a chance to see the final 15 minutes.
Oh God!
Unlock the 3rd act.
Yeah,
buy our season pass for $30.
Yes, it's not like the other season pass you already have. It's a totally different one.
Nice. Let's hope not.
They do have a huge team behind them though for production and all that. So it could very well be, big budget kind of movie. It looks like it's kind of like they kind of did it on a shoestring budget anyway. So,
but yeah, it's beautifully shot though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying there. It's directed by Josh Rubin. I'm not sure what he's done, but I would almost guess Edgar Wright directing this thing just by the looks of it. But yeah, he hasn't really done too much big things. He did a movie called Scare Me. So that was recent. That was 2020. So I'm not familiar with his work, but yeah, the movie looks great. I'm excited to see it. I don't know if I'll see it in the theater or not, but not because of the pandemic, just because, I'm going to choose wisely with my money because, yeah, I'll be broke, and I won't be able to see the big stuff like Eternals, for instance, guys. What do you think about this trailer? This is the MCU film, I think, coming out after Black Widow.
Okay, so I have a question about the trailer.
Yes.
What's the movie about?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
was about to get into the actors they chose, but thank you for saying
I mean,
that.
to be fair, it's a teaser, but yes, I understand. I'm like, what?
It looks like big budget cosplay, and I don't have a reason to see the movie, and I'm not going to not see it.
Right.
I'm just saying that with that teaser, it just wasn't. I'm like, okay, they all look cool, sweet, and
they're just standing around.
Yeah. And then we have the great stand-up comedy at the end. I'll be the leader.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people
Marvel.
A lot of people are saying, "Oh, this is gonna be their first dud," and of course they said the same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy, and that turned out great. So who knows? This new phase, there's a lot of people like wondering if this is a true sign of fatigue.
Not down with it.
Yeah,
not down with it.
I was not impressed, and I'm not trying to be a snob about it or anything. I was just like, it didn't really like, and then. I don't know much about the Eternals. Steve, you're a comics guy. Do you know much about the Eternals?
Yeah. So I wouldn't say much, but I know enough that second to third tier type team, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, so for them to be this all powerful, we sit things out, but now something big's happening, as if Thanos wasn't big.
Right.
It's like,
or the Jatari, or yeah.
Right. I have lack of intelligence fatigue by some of that writing, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good.
We'll see.
Hopefully, a good reason.
If it's Galactus or something crazy, then all right, fine. I'll buy into maybe some of that. But
right.
I don't know. It's one of those Marvel properties that I don't know a whole lot about, but same thing. I could say the same thing about Guardians of the Galaxy, and I love that. So.
Exactly. Yeah, and I didn't even know much about Iron Man, and the rest is history, pretty much.
What's funny is when they started the MCU, is that Iron Man was kind of considered like a C-list superhero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was,
and now like he's the Professor Xavier of
yeah, pretty much
the MCU, pretty much now.
If he had lived, he would have discovered the mutants.
He probably would have.
He would have created them. Yes.
He probably would have created them. Like, hey, Pepper, drink this vial of something, and she turns into Beast. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, and this movie's directed by Chloe Zhao. I think that's how you say her name. Apologies, but she directed No Man's Land, which was an Oscar-winning film. But yeah, it doesn't really scream special effects action movie, per se. Visionary. If you could, I don't know. I hope it looks like it would be a long movie with a lot of boring spots in it. I hope not, and I'm sure it's
a nice little Game of Thrones reunion going on in there. If you look at the cast.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Yeah, you got Kit Harington, and the main dude. I don't know Game of Thrones too well, but does anyone know his real name?
No. I just call him Robb Stark.
There you go. As well as you should. It should be his new name. Angelina Jolie, Salma Hayek. Steve, are you a fan of Salma
Hayek? I would say yes.
Everybody is.
She's what I call a death row meal.
Oh boy.
We'll call her agent. Yeah, and then
right, yeah.
Kamal Nanjiani, who I think he's well known from Silicon Valley, that series Mike Judge did. He got super buff for this part, so yeah, that's shocking. Like, I remember when they released that video or photo, I was like, this is like fake, right? It was legit. Like, you got the MCU diet. Which, side note, have you seen a lot of people give Chris Hemsworth shit recently? He was photographed with his son, and I don't know if it's the angle, but his arms are like massive, and he's got these little chicken legs. It's just so weird looking, and he's getting a lot of shit for it. And, you know, of course, a lot of people would be like, oh, body shaming, but I'm like, okay, dude, if you're bulking up, man, you got to have a leg day too, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, Thor wears pants, so I guess, but.
Also, hate to interrupt, but his name is Richard Madden.
Oh, the main dude?
Yes.
Captain America guy?
Yeah.
Sweet.
What a white bread ass name. Let's just call him Rob Stark. But no, like when Chris Hemsworth was doing his training for the first Thor movie.
Yeah.
He went to Hugh Jackman. He's like, hey, how do I bulk up? And he's like, oh, eat your body weight in protein every day. I'm like, my God. Like, okay.
Get your heart checked out.
Yeah.
Jesus. No, I
think after like 5 years of eating nothing but chicken, I would be like, okay, I'm just gonna, train to be Fat Thor from now on.
Right. Just phone it in. This is me. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting how they play into that Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Thor Love and Thunder will come out first, I believe. So it'll be interesting how they tie that in. Like, will there be a montage of him getting back in shape, like a Rocky or a...
I could see that with all the like 80s callbacks they do in Guardians.
Yes.
I could see them doing like, you're the best around.
Yeah.
Like I could see them doing that shit.
They actually have photos of him wearing like 80s workout gear. He's got like a headband on and everything, and yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Jamming out to Star-Lord's music.
Yeah. I can see that for sure. For sure. But yeah, Eternals, I hope it gets better, guys. Apparently they shaped Earth's history and civilization, so yeah, they just took a back seat, I guess. But yeah, November 5th.
How do we feel about Angelina Jolie being in that? Because I feel like anymore, if she's in something, she ruins it.
I'm shocked she's not the main. I mean, maybe she is. I don't know. Yeah, she probably has top billing, but I don't know. I can't see her being like a side character too much, Like, she's got to have center stage. I don't know.
I can't see her being any character unless it's like...
Yeah.
Laura Croft, and that's it.
Right. Yeah.
I kind of think she's going to be to Eternals what Will Smith was to Suicide Squad.
Oh God.
But that was classic Will Smith. I kind of like that. It was like,
yeah,
it's like Big Willie's back.
I liked it.
Yeah. No, I know.
I liked it, and then I was like, but there's other people in this movie too. Why
or
do we
some
care
or some kind of Suicide Squad. It's like, okay, I guess you got that top billing there, Will.
Are you going to sing over the closing credits or what?
Do you ever wonder if some of these big name actors come on just so they can say they were a part of this journey?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That's what annoys me.
Especially with the MCU. Yeah. Oh, sure.
Well, Robert Redford said his grandkid or something loves the Marvel movies, so he wanted to do it because of his grandkid.
Right. He still got paid, of course, but...
He did. Not in French fries.
No, not in French fries. Not in French fries. Real quick, how long do you think this Eternals movie will be? You think it'll be like...
Too long.
Too long?
2.5 hours.
Yeah, I'd say 2.5 hours.
Right.
I mean, when you've got like, 1,500
right,
or whatever.
Yeah, that's a big
You're going to
cast.
have to focus on them all at some point.
Sure,
so,
of course. Yeah, so November 5th, mark your calendars, guys. We'll be going night at premieres. Bring a Red Bull or two.
Yeah.
We're going to the theater tonight.
Oh, yeah? Well, what are we seeing?
Quiet Place 2.
Oh, I want to see that.
Invited?
Yeah.
I want to see it, but I haven't seen the first one.
You haven't seen the first one, Josh?
No, but I pretty much know the gist of it. So I guess I could just watch the second one. It looks scary as hell.
My husband is in the second one, and I can't. My
Oh,
future
yeah.
second husband is in that, and I can't believe you didn't. I just whatever. So you're gonna go see him on the big screen without me, and that's upsetting.
In IMAX, probably, right? I don't know if it's in IMAX.
I don't know what it's in.
IMAX 3D. Yeah, it looks good. I want to. Maybe we can get you to review it next time. Because I would love.
Killian has a beard, and I love it, and it's real. It's a real beard.
It's real. Real beard. 515 gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Steve. I intruded on your voice over there. Last night in Soho. What did you guys think of this trailer?
It's trippy looking.
Yes.
I mean,
very. Is anyone an Edgar Wright fan? Besides me and Bill? And Megan, probably?
Yeah.
He's my favorite uncle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you related. I forgot. Hey, can you be on sometime? That'd be great. Be wonderful. I'd like to pick his brain, you know.
I did note that we're having the twins from Harry Potter on there. I'm just making.
I saw that
comedy commentary. I need to go to bed. Jesus.
It's okay. It's okay. No,
I haven't been drinking yet, but
that's a vital
should.
point. They are in the cast, so whether they're playing two characters or sharing one character, Olsen twin style, we'll see. But it looks good. Like it looks really, like Bill said, trippy.
Yeah, actually, I got confused. This was the one that I liked out of all three trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're such bullshit.
Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy is in it.
She's great, right? She's like on fire right now.
She does no wrong. Yeah.
Queen's Gambit, right? Is that what she?
Mm-hmm.
And I still haven't seen that.
Matt Smith is in it.
Yeah. Doctor Who. Terrence Stamp. Neil.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Zod.
I
Yes.
saw that.
Yes. Yeah, it looks really trippy. And I don't know, that cover of Downtown, is she singing that? It sounds like her voice, but I don't know. I don't know if she's a singer. I should. Great. I love the rendition of it. It's really cool and yeah, it's kind of eerie. So I really dig it. It matches her voice she has. So I'm just curious if she actually, and she's so damn talented, she probably did sing it. Yeah, I mean, for those who don't know, it's about a young girl obsessed with the 60s. She moves to London and mysteriously travels back to that time, encounters her idol, who's a wannabe singer played by Anya Taylor-Joy, and has a connection.
She does sing it, by the way.
She does.
Ooh.
Damn it,
Yeah.
She's good. Fuck. Awesome. Props. I will download that single. That was really cool. So yeah,
up and coming.
Well,
I know we've been saying that for a while, but she really truly is up and coming.
yeah, like
Yeah, she's phenomenal.
I was telling Bill, I haven't seen the New Mutants yet, and I've heard mixed things about it, but just her in it makes me want to see it. Like, just they used a lot of visuals of her in the trailers to begin with, so it looks very intriguing for whatever it is going to be. But I will check it out, and I do need to see Queen's Gambit. But I loved her on SNL. I thought she did a good job and very funny and talented. But yeah, so as this connection intensifies with her idol, the girl begins to turn into her in a way, and then she's haunted by these spirits. It's really creepy. But as a Bond fan, I dug when she went back to the 60s, and there's that huge marquee or that poster. I think it was Thunderball. I was like, oh my God, that's so fucking cool. Like, I just was like, I'm gonna see this film, like, just for that.
With Sean Connery.
Yeah.
That one is with Sean Connery. Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they had that mirror effect, and it was her. I was like, whoa, like, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, I love Edgar Wright. He does pretty much no wrong. He's done Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead. What was the third in that trilogy called? Shit. Bill, do you know? World's End.
Was it World's End?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
He's done Baby Driver. Go ahead.
That one was weird.
It was weird, but I was like, I'm a fan. I dig it. It's whatever. It's Hot Fuzz was probably the peak, I thought.
It was better than that Alien movie they did.
Oh,
I can't remember
Paul?
what it's called now.
Paul
the Alien or
yeah. Which
whatever
I
it is.
don't know if Wright was associated with that one, but yeah, it would seem because it had the 2 stars. But yeah, and he did Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which is a cult classic.
My all-time favorite movie.
That's a great film. That's a great film. Based off a video game, correct? Or comic?
Comic, yeah.
Comic,
Well,
yeah.
there is a video game for it, but it's
Is there?
shit.
It's like 8-bit. Yeah. Well, yeah. this film looks great, so I'm excited to see it. So that's all the trailers I had to talk about. Anybody want to go with their news item?
Yeah, I could go. I don't really have many things to talk about, but
no problem.
Anybody who wants a Infinity Gauntlet of their very own, there's a 590-piece Lego set coming out, and you can wear it. It like actually moves, the fingers actually move and stuff like that, so I might have to get that.
Oh my god, really? Does it light up too?
No.
You probably buy lights for it. That's crazy.
But like, as expensive as Lego sets are now, I don't know why it doesn't. But
I was going to ask, how much is that? Because that seems like it would be well into the $100 range.
Yeah, I'm probably assuming it will be, but I don't have a price tag.
I bet 300. I'm just saying it.
Yeah.
They have a Batwing. I don't know if you've seen that. That looks glorious. It's from '89 Batman.
Oh yeah.
Damn, it's expensive though.
I know. I still want to get my hands on the '89 Batmobile, but I can't find that anywhere.
Oh sure.
It's like something you have to order online or something.
That's the predicament I get into is like with the Batmobile and the Batwing. Like, would I rather buy that or like a die cast that looks really, like exact? It's like and then where do you put all your Lego sets you buy? Like I don't have room, so it's kind of like I don't know,
exactly.
Man. Yeah.
Well, speaking
of
$69.99,
the Infinity Gauntlet.
What?
That's not terrible.
It's like $70.
I mean, it is terrible, but it's not.
That's not bad though.
No, it's not. I looked at it too, but Steve is an overachiever and beat me to it, so it's fine.
Is that per finger, Steve?
I win. It's for 2 fingers, and if you want the shocker, it's never mind.
Brought to you by Lego.
Brought to you by Lego.
Oh my god. Well, speaking of MCU, Denai Guerrero is getting her own origin series for Okoye.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel like they're kind of just like, oh, okay, who's our popular characters? Let's give them their own series.
Right.
And then Christopher McDonald is going to be in Secret Invasion. So Shooter McGavin will be bringing his, gold jacket or whatever.
I eat shit like you for breakfast.
Yeah. You piece of shit for breakfast?
No. Oh my god. Yeah, I love him. He's a great character actor, and I'm always happy when he shows up in things.
He plays a really good asshole.
I mean, yeah, he does.
I can see him being kind of like the guy from WandaVision, like the sword guy. I can't remember his name now.
Oh,
but
oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yep.
Kind of like a Nick Fury-esque.
That would have been better casting, but yeah. I mean, the other guy wasn't terrible. But...
Yeah. Only other thing I've got is Sonic turns 30.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
God, I feel old.
Yeah. So, yes, 30th anniversary of the very first Sonic game. So,
wow.
Yay.
How
I was never
crazy.
I was never a big Sonic fan when I
were you more Mario?
I had a Nintendo when I was growing up.
Yeah,
so
me
I was
too.
more of a Mario guy. But
right.
Yeah.
Hey, who's got a better movie though? Right?
By far.
Even if they didn't tweak the CG properly. Yeah. Steve, you've seen Super Mario Brothers, right?
No.
You haven't?
What?
Okay.
You're not missing anything.
No, you're not.
That's what I hear. So,
no. It's worth watching just once, just so you can see how awfully terrible it is for a video game movie.
It's like take every concept you love about the game and don't use any of it.
See, I've seen Manos: The Hands of Fate, and I've not seen Super Mario Brothers. So,
are you talking about the film from back in the 90s?
Yeah,
right?
John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy? Great guy, awesome actor. Fuck, can't remember.
Dennis Hopper's in it.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Cooked out of his mind. I don't know. Who knows? Bob Hoskins. Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins.
He was Mario, and John Leguizamo was Luigi. Yeah.
Maybe it was because I was younger, but I actually liked that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
I was
hate
young.
it,
I mean,
but I was kind of like,
very
really?
young.
What is this? Yeah. It had a toy line
Well,
and
it's-
things. Yeah, I don't know
it's
how you
one
can
of
do
the-
Mario. Yeah.
It's one of those properties. Like, how do you even make a movie out of Mario? It's
Yeah.
jumping on, it's eating mushrooms and jumping on Goombas. You know?
Right.
Yeah, you'd have to begin it with an acid
I
trip
mean-
of some kind.
Maybe if I ate mushrooms before I watched the movie, then
Yes.
it would,
It would have been amazing, right?
Yeah.
I was
But-
5 when that movie came out, just in case anybody was curious.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, we were, but-
Why'd you do
Just
that?
That explains a lot. I don't think
Yeah.
I saw it till I was probably 10, but it explains a
Goombas.
lot.
Jesus.
There's a princess.
I bet if I went back and watched it now, though, I'd probably be like, "What the f is this?"
We need to do a commentary very soon. We'll pick that movie. So,
Yeah.
Steve, we'll tell you
That'd be
about a
awesome.
different movie so you can come, and then
Yeah.
we'll lock the door. Yes.
Yeah, I was 24 when that movie came out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, that's not weird.
Well, you saved yourself some time not seeing that film, I guess.
That's not weird.
Oh,
You're immortal. Come on.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's awesome. Anything else, Bill, before I move on?
that's all I had.
Awesome.
Not very exciting today.
No, dude, it's fine. Appreciate it. Yeah, Steve, want to go next? Do you want me to go? Whichever.
Sure, I'll go. Mine is just that there's supposedly Todd Phillips has reportedly returned to write the sequel to Joker.
Wow.
So Joker 2 is in the works. Now, I'm going to read the headlines here.
Sweet.
One says, reportedly. Second source, reportedly. Third source, reportedly. Fourth source, reportedly. Fifth source, reportedly. And sixth source and final source, reportedly.
I found an apparently.
Oh, shit.
Cinnamon Blend does have apparently Joker 2 is further along than we thought.
Oh, my God.
So, as with most pop culture news out there, it's probably bullshit. But
Yeah.
there is an IMDb page for Joker 2. So, and it only has Joaquin attached to it. It doesn't really have much else.
Is there a subtitle set called Probably?
It says apparently / reportedly. So,
You know what? Steve could write one in his blog and title it Probably, and then we would have one.
Yes.
then we have news, right? Yeah, exactly.
That could use a fake trailer. I think we could do that.
I might
maybe.
start doing that.
Let's do a fake trailer. We should do that.
Yeah,
Yes.
easy. It couldn't be worse than the Eternals trailer. So,
Exactly. We'll use the same narration. Yes. Yes. What
Oh.
do you guys think about a sequel to Joker? I, for one, think it should just be its own thing, and that's it. I don't think you should do any more.
That was kind of going to be my thing. It was a good origin story for the Joker,
Right.
but
Like a
we
what
didn't
if.
really
Yeah.
need a sequel to it.
Right.
yeah, I'd say let it stand alone. I really do. I mean, it had so much controversy attached to it.
Mhm.
With the dark subject matter and all that good stuff. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, what do you do for the second? It was, I think it was a good movie as is.
Yeah, I agree. With Todd Phillips coming back, like you said, probably. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't see Joaquin sign up for another sequel unless it's really intriguing to him and shit, or the money's good. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, he might do that depth thing, where Depp was really one of those actors, right? And then Pirates came, and then he, kind of just started doing all kinds of popular films. But I don't know if Joaquin would do that. I don't know. And it's not like you can make that kid-friendly franchise, Yeah, I kind of think it's done all it
No.
could do. I mean, you'd have to bring Batman in, and that'd be weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's years before he became Batman, though. I mean,
True.
he does meet Bruce Wayne in the first one, and he's just a kid.
Right.
So, I don't know.
And spoilers, they're brothers. Well, we don't know. We don't know.
Allegedly.
But we know.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Reportedly.
Yes. I remember I told Steve that before it came out. I was like, "There's a rumor that," and you hated that, and you're like, "No."
Yeah, that was bad.
Brothers. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see if probably turns into a. Well, it's already apparently, right? So.
Right.
Yeah.
Word on the street.
Reportedly, apparently, and probably.
Yes.
See.
I'm wondering if the same people reporting on this are the same ones that said that Tobey Maguire was going to be in the new Spider-Man movie.
Oh,
I think so. They're the same people that are also furiously masturbating in their mom's basement. So
while writing blogs, kind of like someone else I know.
Ooh.
Steve's
Not
comic
in the
blog. Steve, plug your own blog.
I don't
Your
even
voice.
have a basement.
I'm shutting my blog down.
No. We forbid it.
Do you even have?
Right
do you even have one still?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on.
Have you even read it lately?
I mean, I don't even know the URL for it, so no.
StevesComicBlog.com.
Oh.
Comicblog.com.
I haven't seen it. How can I read something? I haven't seen Steve's comic blog.
Megan has to review the blog for next show. That's it.
Oh,
That's
God.
it. What? No, it's good, man.
Am I?
Oh,
Ooh, look at that. Is this you?
Yeah, that's me.
No, I mean, you don't even know what I'm looking at. So I
don't know
found
what you're
you.
looking
I
The
found
blog.
it. Okay.
The blog. So,
This is nicely done. What do you use? Blogspot. Okay.
Yep. That's the base, and then I mess with the template and all that stuff myself.
Oh, this is very well done.
Thanks, buddy.
Not that I would know. I mean, I don't have a degree in
Bloggage.
Will Dentistry.
any. Yeah, but it's nicely done.
No, it's fantastic.
I would read it. I would come across this and say, yeah, this is a legit source.
Well, we're going to plug the shit out of it at the end of the show. And Steve, you want to plug it right now? Go for it.
Yeah. You ready?
Yes.
I need total silence.
Got it.
515 Gaming. All right, there you go.
Oh, nice.
No charge, Bill. No charge.
Yeah.
So I've got some news about some mergers, guys, that is going to start a lot of monopolies for us to have to pay a lot of money each month. Or not. But yeah, Amazon buys MGM. $8.45 billion deal. So yeah, it's the second movie studio for Amazon. They have Amazon Studios currently, which makes Jack Ryan, The Marvelous Miss Maisel, The Man in the High Castle, and many more. So the new programming to be developed will be from MGM's IP. You're talking reboots, spin-offs, sequels, new interpretations, but not all old or new IP will be available on Prime just yet because some are owned by other streaming services. Like they make shows for, like for instance, Handmaid's Tale, that's made for Hulu through their production company, so they won't be able to actually have it on their platform. And then others have home video streaming contracts. For instance, No Time to Die, Creed 3, they will be on other services after their cinema runs. So, going to be a little delay there. But you'll probably get the old Bond movies and the Rocky films as well. Whatever ones aren't owned by other streaming services right now. Very complex, how this works. But yeah, pretty cool. It doesn't really mean No Time to Die is going to hit Amazon Video or Prime along with the theaters. I think a lot of people thought that was going to happen. But No Time to Die is actually still coming to the theaters only on October 8th, 2021. So it'll be Daniel Craig's swan song. So yeah, pretty cool, I guess. Hopefully they won't jack up the price. But another merger, Warner Media and Discovery. AT&T owns Warner Media, which was Time Warner back in the day. So yeah, they made a $43 billion merger deal. They currently own CNN, HBO, and Warner Brothers. So they'll be joining Discovery now, which owns Animal Planet, my favorite, TLC, the Discovery Channel, where they just launched their own Discovery Plus or D+. It's kind of a fun little nickname for it. Yeah, HBO Max and Discovery. They're also launching ad-supported versions very soon. HBO Max has 64 million subscribes, and D+ has 15 million. So they're big, I think the goal is to join forces here so they can go compete against Disney and Netflix. Disney currently has 100 million subscribes, and they also have a bundle deal because they're with Hulu, National Geographic, and ESPN. So I imagine HBO Max and Discovery Plus will probably have some kind of bundle deal eventually. So with them doing these ad-supported versions, like coming soon, makes me think like they're going to jack up the price. Hope not, but yeah, I mean, overall, like, how many streaming services do you guys subscribe to? Like, does this kind of bother you? Like, I know Megan the other day you said, can't you just put these all together in one nice, deal? But you can't anymore because every studio wants their own damn streaming service.
Which is why kind of, in a way, and I guess I don't know, in a way, if some of these bigger streaming companies are buying out these studios, then it's kind of helpful because you don't have to then go and get that app. But then, like you said, some of this content belongs, individually to other streaming companies. So then at the same time you do. So like if HBO is part of something bigger and that studio gets bought out, HBO is probably still going to be separate. And I hate that. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Put it all together. Because you've got Netflix, you've got Hulu, you've got Amazon, crazy. You've got Stars, you've got HBO, you've got some people pay for is it Peacock?
Yes,
I do that.
Apple.
Yeah. Apple. I mean, Jesus.
I have 11 streaming services.
And it's not cheap at all. It adds up.
Well, you're pretty much at cable rates by now, aren't you, Steve? Or not even close?
I don't know. It was got rid of cable to just have streaming because it's so much cheaper. But you're probably right. I mean, I pay for the Hulu Live, so that's already like $60.
Sure. Yep.
Alone.
Right.
And then everything else I pay for ad free if I can.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Stars add-on for Prime. Oh God.
No, I get it. Yeah. I mean, that's...
Yeah. Okay. So Hulu, I'm just walking through my list here. Hulu, Netflix, Prime, Sirius XM, if you count that.
Ooh, I can help you with that.
Yeah. Okay, good. Paramount Plus, Boomerang, HBO Max, Spotify is sort of, because it's still $15. Disney Plus, Peacock, and BritBox.
Damn. And the internet, right? Charge with that.
Yeah. And the internet.
That's crazy.
I forgot. If you're doing music subscriptions, that's another thing, because I do Apple Music, and that's like $12 a month.
Damn. And they're making it harder to share passwords, I heard. I don't know too much about it, but of course they're going to crack down on that too. So you and your buddies can't be like, hey.
Well, and then they have like Netflix did where, it's the base price for one screen. And if you want two screens, then,
you got to do,
the higher price or whatever. I don't know. I kind of do mine on like a rotational basis. So like when there's a series on Disney Plus I want to watch, I'll subscribe to that, and then I'll cancel it when nothing else is coming out, and then I'll go to like Amazon Prime for The Boys and stuff like that.
That's a smart thing to do. Like just binge watch. Like I'm gonna subscribe for a month, and I'm gonna watch all this stuff, and I'm done. That's the only thing that's great about these streaming services. There's no contracts yet.
I think Disney Plus has probably been the most consistent one that I've had, just because we had The Mandalorian, then we went into WandaVision, and then Falcon and the Winter Soldier and all that stuff. And now I'm gonna have to resubscribe again because Loki's coming out.
Right.
I mean, I always saw streaming as like an alternative to cable because I always hate paying for like 250 some odd channels when I watch 5 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Right.
But now it's like, oh, I want to watch this show, but it's owned by Fox, so I have to get this streaming service.
Because you used to have Hulu for that. Hulu would broadcast everything. Well, it still does, I think, with the cable channels. But now, if those go away, let's say, then you're going to have to just find... That's what scares me about physical media going away, the potential of that, because now you're trapped. Like, you can't see this other stuff unless you buy into it, and they can charge you whatever they want, and you don't own it, right?
Yeah, like the new release stuff would make sense to me if it was included in with the subscription package of it. But like, I'm not going to spend $30 to watch Raya and the Last Dragon. Like that's, or I'm using that as an example because my daughter really wanted to see it. And I was like, no, it's not worth $30.
Right.
Sorry. But, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. And that'll get better, I think, when the theaters like fully open again and have, films.
I guess I'm kind of old school. Like I always, if there was a movie I always wanted to see, I'd wait for it to come out on DVD and then I'd go rent it.
Yeah.
And now you can't even do that. Like it's.
I think we still have Redbox, right? But no actual video stores. It's sad.
Have you seen a Redbox lately? Like it's all
crap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I know. It's. I don't know. They got us by the balls pretty much, and I mean, I think it would just take people to be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not gonna watch this shit, or I'm gonna subscribe here and there just to catch up. But I'm just gonna go watch the stuff I have. Pirating will probably go skyrocket, because everything will be digital right now.
Well,
so,
I mean, I would probably have Netflix if I had a VPN, because then you can like unlock content from
UK and stuff,
China and all this other stuff, and it's like that would make more sense to me. But I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, these mergers are. I mean, they're good for the business, right? But I just, I don't want to pay cable prices again. But at least you don't have a lot of shit, I guess. That's the other problem. It's like a good problem. There's so much good programming now, but it's spread out through all these streaming services. So, you have to, I guess, just pick as you go. But if they start the contract only thing, then that'll be a big deal. That'll feel like a cable setup to me. But we'll see what happens with all that. We'll stay tuned. Literally. Highlander, guys. Anyone here a huge fan of the 1986 classic film?
I was.
Yes. Christopher Lambert, Sean Connery, Clancy Brown.
I loved Highlander when I was younger.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still a fan of the original Highlander. That's probably the only one I've ever really gotten into. But
that's the only one I think. I think it got crazy after the first one. The
sequels were junk. I mean, let's just be real about it. But the first one was just really original and pretty cool.
Right, and it was done, right? One and done. Like, there can be only one, that catchphrase. And then they're like, well, money, we got to figure out a way.
Though. Right, yeah.
Do you recall the original sequel to it, Steve? Bill?
I do, and it was not good.
They're aliens. What the fuck?
I know. And Sean Connery signed up for it.
Yeah, money, probably.
Yeah.
It's funny to think of that, like, he did the Highlander sequels and everything like that, but League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is what killed his career.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he punched the director. Yeah, he was done, man. He was like, the sequels are terrible. I mean, take the whole mythology that was beautifully set up in the first one and just take a big shit on it and just be like, they're aliens. Like, they actually did a Renegade addition to the sequel to fix the alien thing. They took out all the alien stuff. It's better, but it's not as good as the first one. That first one's just on its own, classic. And he had Queen do the soundtrack for crying out loud. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah.
What a hell of a soundtrack. Good. So this movie had sequels and it had television shows, of course. Adrian Paul played Connor. Not Duncan MacLeod. Connor's relative. So you know how they do it in TV. It's a brother or a relative. Right. But actually, that show was well received, I think, and it did what the sequels couldn't do or didn't do. They opened up the mythology more. I think
the TV show was a little underrated, actually. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to do a lot of flashbacks and explore more of what it's like to be immortal. For those who don't know what Highlander is, they're immortal beings, and they have to basically battle to be the last one standing, and they absorb power as they go. So it's a very cool concept. Reboot talk has been in discussions for years. Ryan Reynolds at one point was attached. I think people were like, hell no, and I think he dropped out. But it looks like Henry Cavill is picking up the sword for the remake. We don't know if he's going to play MacLeod or someone new. So that's still up in the air, but most likely, probably, I'm guessing. But
I can't see him playing anybody else.
And I think I would accept him. I think as a new McCloud. I guess. I mean, I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate for them to reboot it, but the first one I think was done for a lower budget, and so yeah, I guess you could revamp it. Still, though, I'd rather have like a continuation. But Cavill is a great actor, and hell, if WB's not going to use him for Superman, he's going to get paid elsewhere and use his talents. So which he has with The Witcher and Enola Holmes. So yeah, it's going to be a Lionsgate film directed by John Wick's director Chad Stahelski. Apparently Cavill is brushing up on his own Scottish heritage for the role. So yeah, I'm sure he'll be very committed to it. What are your overall thoughts about this reboot, I guess?
I mean, if they do it right, if they do it justice,
yeah.
I mean, it's never going to be the original Highlander, but I think Henry Cavill does a pretty good job.
Yeah, he commits
with his acting and stuff like that. So I really like The Witcher. I didn't think I would even really care for it. But
isn't it amazing? Oh, I love The Witcher.
When's season 2 coming out?
Soon. Hold on, let me.
Allegedly.
Reportedly, right? Yeah.
Megan's got a chart.
They shot it already. I mean, I'm trying to find another fellow obsessor because I love this show so much. I think they have already shot it because I do remember Henry posting on his Instagram like photos.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if it's in post-production now, but I think it's coming out next year.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly.
Nice.
No, it says The Witcher will have a release date in 2021, so maybe towards the end of 2021.
That's on Netflix, right?
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah, I like Cavill.
Hold on.
He's committed. In a good way. He's not committed.
No, this article says June. I need to do my research.
That's okay.
I'll have to look.
It was on the spot question. It's fine.
This article says June, but there's another article that just says sometime between October and December, so I don't know.
I definitely like his casting over Ryan Reynolds. I don't hate Ryan Reynolds, but I think he's just got one setting, kind of like Mark Wahlberg, and it works for him in the right part. Like Deadpool's perfect, but yeah, I just kind of get tired of that. If he was Highlander, he was going to be jokey and cocky and stuff, and it's like I don't want that.
And there were people that were wanting him to play Johnny Cage in the next Mortal Kombat movie.
He might be
I was like,
good, right? You think? No?
Well, if it was a Johnny Cage movie, yes.
Right.
If it's a Mortal Kombat movie, then no. I think he would like Will Smith the shit out of it.
Probably, yeah. He would steal it.
It'd be all about him.
Yeah, he'd totally steal it. Yeah, they need like an unknown or like a lower key actor, like they casted basically. So
yeah,
but if they did a solo film, absolutely, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, so we'll see how this works. You're not going to beat that soundtrack though, unless you're going to bring Queen back. You don't have Freddie Mercury though. Adam Lambert's not going to do it for you. Sorry.
No.
I mean, unless you're going to do the songs all over again, I guess. Revamp them. They should just, they should do? They should just remaster it and just use the same soundtrack.
Right.
Who knows? I mean, maybe they'll get Hans Zimmer in or something to do it. But yeah, I look forward to it. I'm more excited about that than I was a few years ago. So, Batgirl looks like that's happening. Has been happening for quite some time. It's going to be directed by, I'm going to butcher these names, Adele L. Armby and Bilal Fallah. They did the FX drama Snowfall. I'm not familiar with that. They also did Bad Boys for Life, which is kind of like their big break. Still haven't seen that film, but I know it was very well received, and a lot of people think it's the best one out of all three of them. So that's something to show, like, hey, it's the third film in the franchise. Usually, it's getting tiresome at that point, but they were able to put new life into it. So they also have they're also co-showrunners of Miss Marvel, the upcoming Disney Plus series. They directed the premiere of that and the finale episodes. Looks like this movie will be an HBO movie only. It will not go to theaters. So they don't, I guess, have a lot of faith. I guess Kevin Smith was upset about it. He was like, this is $1 billion franchise, but, he smokes a lot of weed too. So he said BVS was going to be a $2 billion franchise. So, and I like BVS, the Ultimate Edition, whatever, but let's face it, it didn't make that much. So yeah,
right.
Over exaggeration a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, what are you guys' thoughts about it just being an HBO movie? Do you think that's a better choice?
I don't think there's really been anything on HBO Max that has been like, okay, this is so awesome, I have to subscribe to it. Mm-hmm. At some point, I'll see the Snyder Cut, but
you still haven't seen it? Okay,
no,
it's worth it.
But I don't know. I love the Batman franchise, but giving all the side characters their own show kind of seems stupid. But
right, yeah, I get you.
Anyway,
well, Batgirl's she's never been done right in the films, I mean, I guess film, not really films per se, but yeah, Alicia Silverstone played her in '97's Batman and Robin, that blockbuster. Actually, that might have been a blockbuster, just not a good one. But she played Barbara Pennyworth. She was Alfred's niece, which was like, why? Why would you do that? They probably didn't want to go into her being Gordon's daughter, I guess. But for those who don't know, Batgirl is Barbara Gordon. Initially in '61, and correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, I guess she was Betty Kane. And then they revamped her in '67 for the Batman '66 show, which I didn't know. That's pretty cool. So, and that pretty much stuck, that lineage, right? Forever.
Yeah, she's been the commissioner's daughter ever since that whole thing.
Right. She's a fan. She's a fan of Batman.
Yeah.
And love her sometimes, right? Yeah.
Nope.
Nope? You don't subscribe to that?
No.
You don't like it?
I don't subscribe to that.
You don't like when they go into that? Yeah. They've played around with it, let's say. It is weird though, isn't it? Like, yeah. I think she's meant for Dick.
I mean, it's only really in the Killing Joke animated version.
True. Yep.
And I that can be its own thing.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, Christina Hudson is writing the script. She wrote Bumblebee, which I thought was very refreshing to the Transformers franchise. It was kind of a hit and miss. So
they actually made them look like Transformers.
Right.
So
it brought back that first Transformers feeling to me anyway, that more of a connection with a story you actually give a shit about. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Transformers looked amazing, and they actually were Gen 1 looking. So they did them justice. And of course, now they're rebooting because, it didn't make Michael Bay money. It sucks. But yeah, she wrote that, and she wrote Birds of Prey, which I thought was pretty decent. It was very dark, She wrote The Flash, which is filming right now. So with, dare I say, Sir Michael Keaton, let's start that petition, right?
Yeah.
That's cool, though. Isn't that be cool to see him back? Like, I want to see him back in his '89 suit, but I don't, because it's like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would he wear the same suit for, 30 years later? Hope he dry cleaned that sucker.
I'm sure they'll have it be a derivative of some sort, which is fine.
Right. I'm excited about that, though. That's going to be pretty cool. But, HBO Max, they produce some good shit. So, like Titans and Doom Patrol, like, it's going to look cinematic. So, that doesn't make me feel as bad, it just being HBO Max property. It's probably the safer bet, because who knows? I mean, maybe if Black Widow does a lot of money, Wonder Woman has been successful. It's that old, well, if you don't have any male superheroes, is it going to make a lot of money? Well, it's been proven that, yeah, it'll make money. It doesn't matter. It's just make a damn good movie.
Does Batgirl have, her own, rogues gallery outside of Batman, or is she...
I think she does. Does she, Steve?
She does. They're very lesser tier. I mean, the Joker is a huge one, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
From the comic history. But the other ones, you really don't hear from a lot or know about.
Right.
So it'll be it's a good starting point, right? I mean,
sure. Yeah.
You can maybe take some of these second tier type villains and make them interesting. And I don't know if I'm against it just being on HBO to start with. I'd rather it was in the theater.
Yeah.
But if it gets us content, I'll take the content.
For sure.
If there's a choice between no content or just HBO only, I'll take throwing it on HBO. But I don't know. I've always been a big Batgirl fan from the comics.
Same.
And so I'm excited to see how they translate.
Yeah, agree. Like, yeah, I'm just happy she's getting a movie, you know? Like, let's do that at least because shit, why haven't you done that already? You could have had so many awesome actresses in their heyday play the part. You know, Alicia Silverstone was she wasn't that great. It was probably the material, but you know, it was basically Clueless with a cowl, you know, when she had a cowl. But yeah, I'm not totally bummed. And like I said, if Black Widow makes a lot of money, maybe they'll have more confidence that she can go to the theater. I don't know what their reasoning is for the Max only distribution, but yeah, I'm excited. Kristen Burr is producing this. She just produced Cruella, which I haven't seen yet. Looks good. Disney Plus. Well, it's a premiere access thing, so Bill's got to pay $30, you know, like he does to see it. So I'm excited. I think they should have done this a long time ago. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe things will change, but again, HBO Max, that's not terrible. The production value is high, and I think they can do a good job. Whether or not it's going to connect to a universe, because I'm not sure what the hell they're doing with that now. It's just a big mess, and I don't think Warner Brothers knows what the hell they're doing. So we'll see. I mean, we're getting these standalones and possibly reboots. I'm very confused, and I just want good material, you know, and just pick a path. I mean, they're doing Shazam 2, so those are kind of loosely connected to Snyder's, you know, what he started. So we'll see. We'll see if this is a continuation. That would be kind of cool if Ben Affleck was the Batman in this one. Catwoman, maybe Batgirl has teamed up before with Catwoman and other people. You could have Robin even. That would be badass. Yeah, it's super interesting to see where that goes. But yeah, that's all I have. Megan, anybody else have anything to add before we go?
I do not.
You do not. It's all right.
You said the Cruel Summer finale is coming up, right?
The latest episode I thought was the last one. My wife and I, because I thought it was only going to be 7 episodes, and my wife and I were like, "There's no way they can fit all this in one more episode." And then when it ended, we're like, "What?" So I looked it up, and yeah, there's actually 9. But tonight,
9 more?
Oh no, I'm sorry, 3. 9 total, 3 more. Yeah, that's a great show, guys. I mean, we've recommended that before, but Cruel Summer, it's on Hulu. Should see it. It's a nice like whodunit, and it's told in a really cool retro way, like through the 90s. It's like three years worth. Tonight, Mayor of Easttown finale. Megan, you got to see that show. You'll love it. HBO Max.
Look it up still.
Me and my wife are very excited to see it. Very good show. A lot of great shit out there, like we've talked about. You know, it's gonna get hard, like to figure out what you want to pay for. You know, you just have to binge watch stuff. But before we go, Steve, please plug your comic blog, and then Bill, 515 Gaming. Maybe Steve will assist you a little bit with that too.
Awesome.
No, stevescomicblog.com. I just picked it back up. I had a couple year gap, which I tend to do. So, but yeah, a couple posts in over the last couple months. So, going to try to stay more consistent on it.
We'll help you. How about you? Are you blogging, man?
Me.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I've got, like I said at the beginning here, I've got a lot of editing and stuff like that to do. But next project coming out is Resident Evil 8. I've also got a kind of a rant video that I'm putting together for Days Gone.
Sweet.
And then, yeah, there'll be some other content I'll be working on once that's over. I feel like that's going to take me forever to get put up. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I've got going on right now.
Excellent. YouTube is where to find 515 Gaming.
Facebook.com/515gaming. I'm also on Twitter, on Discord. If you go onto my YouTube channel, I usually have all the links and stuff in my descriptions. So
great.
Best way to get connected and jump on in.
Absolutely. And of course, us Field of Geeks can be found pretty much searching through Google. We'll come up everywhere. So please like, subscribe, and share. Would be really appreciative. Thanks, Bill, for being on. Really appreciate you taking the time. And of course, everyone else here, thank you. It was a great show. And yeah, we will be back. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
I'm Megan.
I'm Steve.
Take care, everybody.